And it's in fact, can you hear me?
Absolutely, we can.
Yeah.
Loud and clear.
It's in fact an honor for me to join you in this new norm. I would put it this way. Um, Technology is something which is, if there is one thing which is constant, that is technology, change in technology. And in the science centers where we constantly try and engage our audience, school students, we follow a principle which is, I read, I forget, I see, I remember, and I do, I understand. These are the things which are buzzwords for most any of the curators or the scientists who join the science center to create content which is which the children can enjoy to participate, to engage in the experiments. That for a long time was the monopoly of the science centers and museums and things like that. But then the technology has been so rapidly changing, and the utility of the technology perhaps has come to the fore during the pandemic times. The the amount of content which is being created on the digital platform, be it the augmented reality or the virtual reality or things like that, it's unprecedented, particularly in the areas of science, science, technology, engineering, and things like that. And you got to but the abstraction is something which people cannot understand. In fact, there is a study which says that the brain tends to remember only 10% of what one reads, maybe about 20% of what one hears, and maybe about 30% of what one sees. But then once you engage in a activity, or do it kind of a thing, in be it a simulation, almost 90% of what you really do is something which the brain tends to retain. This is where the role of augmented reality comes into the picture. Perhaps this augmented reality is now, if you really look at the content which is already there, and there are quite a large number of companies startup companies, including Swapnil, who is doing a great job already. In fact, what I like about the Arios, where the augmented reality is being showcased, is the classical experiments which are performed by the great scientists. One thing in science, what we say is, if you really want to understand what gravitation is, try and understand from the point of from a Newton's point of view. If you really read the principle, Newton's Principia, maybe you understand it better. But how do you read that? You can really read it now. You can do the experiments what Rutherford did, or J.J. Thomson did, courtesy the new technology, what is known as the augmented reality technology. Most of the people really, they go to the planetarium, for example. You really see the whole dome of the planetarium comes alive. You get to have a first-hand experience with what the stars really mean, and you can once you really superimpose augmented reality on that, you can actually play with that. You can show you can characterize the stars, show the characteristics of the stars, planets, and things like that. And even the augmented reality is one of the most extraordinarily important visualization tool. For example, our generation people, we have all read the 2D atlases. We trained under. Yes, it is important. It's a visual tool, but the same 2D atlas, when you really when you pop it out and then make the Earth coming out as a the blue planet, which actually only until now the people who are sitting in the space station are in a position to see it. But right in front of your eyes, if you can really see the blue planet, and then actually start rotating it, and then trying to find out where India is, what the capital of India is. This is unending kind of an opportunities which are existing in this new technology, the augmented reality. Another thing what I would like to bring to the knowledge of the people is that this is a technology which has just come in, maybe about 2011 onwards. And of course, if you really go back in history, it was Evan Sutherland who actually talked about this concept of the reality, virtual reality, or the augmented reality way back in '64. But then the technology and the software and the content and the connectivity have to come together. Now, if you really see, in India, for example, you have the National Technology Mission. You have fiber optic connectivity, which is reaching every hinterland of the country. And look at the number of mobile phones, which the spread of the mobile phone. So one mobile phone in itself is a tool for experiencing what some of the some of the demonstration that we just have seen, or maybe Swapnil is going to show that, or maybe other teachers who are part of this discussion are going to show it to you. I am reminded of the Gordon Moore's law, what is called as a Moore's law, way back in '65. He was when he was working with Intel, he wrote for a popular science magazine, popular electronics magazine, where he talked about the number of components getting embedded gets doubled and the cost comes down. In a similar manner, augmented reality, well, there are quite a large number of visualization tools and content which is being developed by Swapnil and several others. But if you really look at the pace at which this technology or the content which is going to be developed centering around this virtual and augmented reality, I have a feeling that it will take the path of the Gordon Moore's law. It will take, so every year you will have double or maybe 3 times the number of content which is coming into the picture, right into the doors and into the homes, into the living rooms of every student, every adult included. And the best part of augmented reality is something one can learn at our own pace. For example, in a school where there is a homogeneity, or there's a heterogeneity rather, you have somebody who is in the top 10, somebody who is in the bottom 10, there are people in the middle. The teacher actually teaches at her pace, perhaps, which may be good for people in the middle intellect level, but what happens to the top people and the bottom people? But here is one technology one can learn at the pace, at your own pace, at your own will and pleasure, and more content is going to be created, particularly for science. This is absolutely essential that you need an augmented reality. For example, if you were talking about coronavirus, how do I really see the coronavirus in 3 dimensions? One can actually, I'm sure, Swapnil will be able to generate a 3D model of that and show the corona. How does it attach itself? And how does it spread the disease into the host body and things like that. So this is, in my opinion, it's an unending field which has immense potential. And as we go by in days and weeks and months and years ahead, there is going to be huge amount of content for science, technology, and engineering subject. And it will be a great pleasure for the students to experience it and learn it at their own pace. And what I'm sure all of us have heard, even the people who have cracked the JEE exam, the IIT professors say that their understanding of the fundamentals is flawed, because it is a rote learning, perhaps a rote learning, which maybe they earn them marks, they earn them some kind of a competitive entrance exam, but what we call as the enhancing the understanding, the fundamentals of the subject perhaps is not there. So this technology is going to give that. And Swapnil, I wish you all the very best. And I know you had a network with people all over the country. So more and more content is going to come in. More and more teachers are going to get engaged with you. So to all our objective of enhancing the understanding of science is something which is going to be hopefully with this technology it will be a reality. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot.
Dr.
Yes.
Agarkar. I am just the enabler. I am just the technology guy. He says, okay, yeah, आपको ये करना है, हमें वो करना है.
In fact, it is your father who told me you have to come, so I have come.
Fantastic, sir. Thanks a lot, sir. Absolutely. It was a pleasure listening to you. And now let's hand it over to Nandagopal Rajan. He is one of the leading tech journalists in the country. He's heading new media at Indian Express. With that, Nandagopal sir, are you there?
Hi. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Thanks, Swapnil, and my thanks to Dr. Kenneth for explaining it so well. I thought, but also for the benefit of the audience, it is better I wanted to give a little bit of an overview that because there is often I hear a lot of people, regular people, confusing AR and VR. So just to give you a simple explanation, augmented reality is when you have the technology coming as a layer on top of reality, and virtual reality is when actually a virtual kind of a reality, a virtual world is created around you. You're actually not there, but you get the feeling that you are there. right? Now there is a mix of these two coming with a little bit more push, and that is called extended reality. Extended reality is what we will see being enabled when the sweet spot that we have with very powerful smartphones and laptops combined with very high broadband speeds. But that is now going to go one step ahead with multi-thread broadbanding, which is happening will happen with 5G. So you have maybe one pipeline of broadband coming now, but 5G is very different. It's like a mesh. It will enable different kinds of experiences. That is when this extended reality will come into play. So there are three different things at play here, and we are talking about augmented reality. Now, as Dr. Kenneth said, this is not really a new technology. My first experience of an app that gives you augmented reality was about a decade ago when Nokia was still selling phones in India, and they had something called so Nokia had a map software called Here, and Here had something called City View. So City View was, let us say you go into a marketplace, and interestingly, it worked even in India. And I look at it through the camera of the phone with the app on. It will tell me this shop is what. So it will tell me if I'm standing, let us say in central Delhi, it will tell me which side is India Gate. And this is 10 years ago. And even now, so Nokia has gone in a way, with its old Symbian, operating system and apps that came in that thing. But see, that technology was enabled about 10 years ago, right? Even now, you really don't have that kind of a technology happening. But what is now going to come in the next level of AR, for instance, is this augmented reality layer being projected onto the windscreen of your car, for instance. And I've already seen that, there is this international tech show, biggest tech show in the world called CES that happens every January in the US. It won't happen in the next year because of obvious reasons. But every year, even last year, 3-4 years ago, I'd seen how, so you use a prism to project the map onto the screen. So as you're driving, you are driving into the map. So it is much safer than you looking at your smartphone every 5 minutes to figure out which is the next turn and right. It is on your screen. Now, these kind of technologies are already in place. It is just a question of how, when it will be released to the masses. Now, when we talk about education, interestingly, again, almost a decade ago, the first actual implementation of AR was happening at a very micro level, but for education, but education of a different kind. So when you have very expensive precision technology, machines, capital intensive machines in tech, in, let us say, the aerospace industry or the nuclear industry, you could not teach your workers on the actual machine, because if they make one mistake, the fault might cost you $1 million. So a lot of the education on how to teach them how to use these machines was actually being done in AR at that time. So we did not have the virtual reality machines, things and all, but they were actually wearing gloves and working on things, but they would see on a screen how it would actually work, right? And then it came into a lot of the into medical education, and now you're seeing it actually come down with companies like like what Swapnil is doing, coming down real time. In fact, India is actually in the forefront of this technology. There are a lot of companies. In fact, 2 years ago, Apple sort of recognized one app that came out of India. It's an app called Froggypedia. Very interesting iOS app which lets you dissect a frog virtually. Right? It is like it is on your table, and it is actually much more humane in a way. You are actually not killing a dog. Like I studied in a college where you had a dog. You actually had a frog pond in the back so that the science students could have their fill, and there was one guy who would just supply the frogs. But you can actually do that now virtually, and I've tried that app. You can actually do you can actually see you can actually see body dissections of of humans also with that, where you can actually take away layer by layer. I have a 9-year-old son. He has tried it. He does not like it, but he has tried it because he does not have the scientific kind of more of a different mindset. But these are things which I think will be much better to expose children to also. And this is coming out of India. Yeah, thanks, Swapnil.
Thanks, Vengopal sir. Yes, definitely. Yeah, there are many companies who are working towards it. Actually, there's a saying, we missed the last revolution, but we don't want to miss the AR revolution. That's what we have been doing, and most of the companies, yes, definitely. The only thing is, we believe that quality has to be on the forefront. It has to be focused. It's education, so you have to be very careful of what you are teaching students, isn't it? So definitely,
Yeah.
yes, yes. So fantastic. So with this, I will hand it over to Pisorkar ma'am. She's actually one of the users. They have started using augmented reality areas in their classrooms, and she will share a couple of videos she has already shared on the YouTube of how they are actually using it. So with that, I'll hand it over to Pisorkar ma'am. Ma'am, could you?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you, Swapnil. Good evening to you all. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. You know the American comic science fiction movie, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. What a fantasy. Inadvertently shrunken kids see the world differently. The grass blades look magnificent and they look huge like a tree, huge tree to them. Isn't it wonderful? Similar is the state of mind of the viewers when first time we see the object using AR. Often kids play 3D games, watch 3D videos, see 3D movies. It's extremely interesting to them. We know Chota Chetan, Jurassic Park, Harry Potter, Ice Age, video games, they are liked by this generation kids. And we feel all this is obstructing their studies. But actually, it appeals to them as they find studies boring. Children live in the virtual world. Let us accept this. Why can't we create this kind of world for kids while studying? Why not we bring such thrill in their studies? Can we go on virtual tour sitting on a micro-sized drone like an African bee around an object and inside the object? Oh yes, it is just possible using AR. Imagine you're on a micro-sized drone, seeing and inspecting human heart, going around it, observing its shape, and now you enter in it. Wow. Watch it, watch the inside of it. Bicuspid valve, tricuspid valve, 4 chambers, various arteries and veins, pumping of the blood. It is thrilling. Teacher tells the names of the various parts and explains their functions. Exciting. Children, students, they definitely find interest and enthusiasm and therefore they learn it well. Our school, Meridian's School Kalyan, is a renowned and meritorious ICSE and CBSE school. Our new academic year was scheduled to begin on 1st April 2020. But as you know, due to COVID-19, lockdown was declared and it was very scary situation. Even now it is. So we were thinking, our dynamic chairman, Dr. Vinod Kulkarni, decided to go for the online classes. My team worked relentlessly. We launched our new academic year on 15th of April with new classrooms on mobiles and laptops. This new journey was very different. Our usual blackboard and chalks were not with us. So making PPTs, using cam scanner, preparing videos, using internet, YouTube was a challenging task, and of course it was time consuming. I was associated with Dr. Agarkar in some projects while I was working with L&T schools. I received an invitation from him to join first webinar on AR in which young entrepreneur Mr. Swapnil introduced ARIES and harnessing power of ARIES or AR in studying various subjects. I found it useful. Therefore, introduced the same to my science teachers. They found it amazing. We learned how to use this app and started using it during our online sessions for higher class students. The response of the students was overwhelming. To see their joy while watching complex objects, experiments, was really inspiring to the teachers to use it. So I find that it is one of the effective tools for teaching science. AR makes it easy to know the subject inside out. For example, in physics, it is very hard for students to understand cathode ray tube, Rutherford's atom, Bohr's atom, seeing the textbook diagrams. However, same may be visualized by using AR techniques. I teach physics and chemistry to grade 10 and 9. Generally, while teaching Rutherford's famous gold leaf experiment, we draw diagrams, explain the setup, describe the experiment, 4 observations and conclusions. We also show video to make it little interesting. However, using Aries for teaching Rutherford's experiment was a great experience. And I say this as we get a feel that we are in the research lab performing gold foil experiment. We can actually see the round table setup of the experiment. On clicking on equipments, we can read their names. After that, we can start the experiment by bombarding alpha particles on the thin gold foil. The control of changing the angle is given to us in our hands. On doing so and adjusting the microscope, students can see the scintillations, readings on the detector from 0 degrees to 150 degrees on both the sides. Shooting alpha particles on the gold foil, observing what happens on the fluorescent screen, recording the observations and concluding, all these keys are given in our hands. It's really fantastic. Aries indeed satisfies the curiosity of the students. Karl Orff says, tell me, I forget. Show me, I remember. And involve me, I understand. It's true. Students get involved and they learn and enjoy when AR is used in our teaching learning process. I would like to mention some of the special features of Aries. We do not have to search for the videos or for the appropriate content on the internet. Unlike 3D videos, in Aries, we can enlarge the object, turn it around, pause wherever we want. We can perform different and difficult experiments virtually. It is quite user-friendly and it is well-guided steps, easy to understand and operate. Labeling of parts, equipments, description, everything is furnished. Our students are now watching animal and plant cells, human heart, germination, few classic experiments, structure of atom, landing of Vikram lander, and so many things using Aries. Our ICSE teaching learning methodology is project-based, learning by doing. AR proved to be very interesting to students. Few senior students now started asking me, ma'am, can we make project using AR? I feel that is the success. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Agakar and Mr. Swapnil. Thank you very much for inviting me to share our experiences of using AR in our teaching learning process. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining today and giving us fantastic feedback. And we truly believe, the problem I had in my while I was learning, I don't want to pass it on to the future generation, because as a child I was very curious. Every child is curious, so we have to give them the power to explore. And in our education system, it's a sad thing, but it's a fact that not everyone can afford big labs, and many cannot afford to go to that lab and do the experiments. At least we can give them another opportunity to explore the scientific experiments. And obviously when we started, the simple thing was just showing 3D models, but no, my father said definitely no, we have to focus on scientific experiments, because that's where you inculcate the scientific thinking. And and that's how we begin. So thank you very much. It was wonderful, hearing your thoughts and your feedback. And definitely, going forward, we will produce. Very carefully, we are producing many interesting experiments. And usually what happens is we just learn the concepts in few lines. But the concept, the theory, for the scientist to come along, it didn't take him a couple of days. It took him years to understand the concept. So we are trying to bring all those into areas as well. So thanks a lot. And
Thank you.
now let's Riyad sir, are you there? Hello.
Hello.
Okay, so let
Swapnil
me
sir.
introduce Riyad sir very quickly. So Riyad sir joined our webinar couple of, I think it was second or third webinar, sir.
Yeah, sir. Third webinar, sir. Third.
Yes. So Riyad sir joined us, and then he started using Areas, and we have been in constant touch. And here he has been giving us feedback of how lessons in biology can be developed. So so let's hear from Riyad sir how he is using Areas and AR in general in his classroom. So over
Thank
to
you,
you,
sir.
Riyad sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Swapnil sir. First of all, good evening, all of you. And I'm very thankful to Swapnil sir for giving me this opportunity to share my views on augmented reality. So I appreciate complete team of Areas for providing this best content for teachers and as well as students. So this content is, it can be used by teachers. In the same way, students can also use in their homes if they have the proper material for that. So first of all, I will discuss about what is AR and how we can use this AR technology in classroom. So AR is nothing but augmented reality. So this is the technology which introduced some 5 to 6 years back in smartphones like Samsung and other mobiles. First in Sony mobiles, I come across this technology. And but in that technology, there are only markers available, AR markers. That means we have to download an image file, and that we can take a print of that one, and we have to scan with a proper app. So I will show some such type of material with me. I have that with me. So this is the first app I used on my mobile. That is using AR technology. So it's a wonderful app. It also, but unfortunately, it is not available now on App Store. Even on iOS and Android, this app is not available now. Now the technology almost changed. So I think marker is not needed for this technology now. So the app can easily project content in front of us immediately when we open the app. So that is the advantage of this technology now. So in my classroom, I use it to use these markers. I paste these markers on my blackboard, and I will scan the this marker with my mobile. At that time, I have very small mobile. With that only, I scan that mobile, and I will show the students how hard working in that app. So students eagerly they wait to see what in what things can be shown in the next class. So in that way, students get interest on that lesson, particular lesson. So in every lesson, we can make such things happen. So if you teach directly in the classroom without any material, that is teaching learning material, so students get bored. So they need something new in our teaching. So basically, almost all teachers use some TLM, that is charts or pictures or some material like plants, so seeds like that. In other subjects also, there are so many materials. But when we use technology in the classroom, that nowadays technology introduced in almost all schools, in private schools, in government schools also we have technology now. We have given projector in the classroom. So through that projector, we can able to show the videos of the particular lesson. So in the video, student can see only what is already made material that he can able to see, like structure of heart and how working of heart, like that. But there is only one side view. There is one side view in the video. So student can see and hear the things projected in the video. He cannot interact in that material. So when we use materials which students can interact, so that will be the better material for the teacher. So in that way, when we take technology, augmented reality is the best technology which I have ever come across it. Because here student can interact with that material easily without the support of the teacher. So teacher first explains what it is. That is the role of the teacher. Then student role will begin, and he can operate it a number of times, so many times, and he can easily understand what is the concept given in that material. So in that way, the augmented reality is the best choice for a teacher to use in the classroom. So in that way, now the situation is COVID situation. So almost all teachers must have to use technology. So they have to learn and they have to use the technology. So in that way, I also started using technology in online classes. So when I searched in Android as well as in iOS, so I found so many apps which can be used for online teaching. The best app is the Arius. Why? Because here it is an augmented reality content and it is freely available. So we no need to pay for that one. So there are so many apps which are paid apps. So we cannot buy so many apps like that. So there are free apps, but they do not providing such type of content. So here Arius is a very, very excellent app, which is providing the best content. One of the best content is germination of seed, which I have used in my classroom, that is in biology classroom. So here I can show how the seed germinates in a real view. So students also, they can, number of times they can operate how a seed germinate. So this is a wonderful thing. And the new one introduced is the heart here. Actually, I didn't use directly in the classroom because Swapnil sir introduced this in this time, that is COVID time. So I must have to use that content in online teaching only. So when I go to the classroom, so when schools reopen, so it's a best opportunity to use this technology in the classroom. So when we take heart here, so it's the best one, I think, for higher classes, because in higher classes, the heart structure and working both are present for 10th class, 10th standard, and as well as for 11th and 12th standard. So this is one of the best one. So students also easily, they can understand the working of the heart here. Here, one thing is we can operate with our own. So that means there are two options given. We can operate the speed of the beating of the heart, and also we can manually, we can adjust the movement of the blood. So that is the best one here. So I would like to present a video which I recorded during my online class. So can I, sir? Swapnil sir?
Yes, sir. 1 second. Prashant sir, can you make Rayas sir co-host?
Actually, co-host is possible for 2 people only. That is already.
Yeah, you can remove me if you want.
Yeah, but if we allowed him to share the screen, then it is possible.
Yeah, sir. I will
Yes,
share.
yes, it is possible, sir.
Can you try?
Please continue.
Sir, I'm sharing, sir. I'm sharing my screen.
There you go. Wonderful.
Did you see my screen, sir?
Yes, we can.
Okay, I will share the video now. So on my desktop also, there are so many apps related to biology.
Very nice.
So actually, I have downloaded so many apps related to human anatomy, because most of the teaching related to that only for me. So one more app, there is Biospira, that is a paid app actually. I have downloaded this free app here, Frog Skeleton. So there are other apps are also available, but they are paid apps. Okay. So let me share this video, sir. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to share this video.
Fantastic, sir. Yes, sir. Hello.
Sir, how can I?
Ah. Hello.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, now I am connecting.
Fantastic.
I
Fantastic.
think some disturbance in network here.
Everyone is online,
Okay.
sir. Everyone is
Okay,
online.
sir. Thank you, sir. Is it audible, sir? Is it audible?
Absolutely, we can hear you loud and
Yeah,
clear.
yeah. Okay, sir. So here, shall I continue, sir, for 2 minutes?
Yeah, sure, sir. Please.
Yeah. So in this app, when I am teaching, what I observed is I can project this model just in front of me where I am sitting. So in online teaching, this is most important. So the content should be with us. So where we are sitting in front of the laptop. So this app is very useful. Here I am projecting hot in front of the laptop. You might have seen that. So it is in front of the laptop, and I can I'm operating on the my iPad. So just it is with me only there. So both devices I'm operating at the same time. So this is a good one, so that I can give best to my students. And I'm very thankful to Dr. Agarkar sir. I didn't have any conversation with Dr. Agarkar sir, but I had conversation with Swapnil sir. So thank you very much, sir, Swapnil sir, for giving this content. And we hope in the next versions also the best content we will get. So one more thing I would like to share to all. So in this time period, so if you want to buy a mobile, so please take care to see that the mobile should support AR core technology, so that we can use that technology in the classroom. So some mobiles may not support. In that way, some apps may not support in the mobiles. So you can search in the Google for what devices support AR core technology. So almost all mobiles nowadays supporting AR core, very few mobiles not supporting. So that's a good thing for this technology. In a iPad, in a iPhone or iPad, there are so many other materials are also there, but all are almost paid. So there are mostly they are very much paid apps there. So all may not able to buy all those apps. So this is the best content which we are getting for free here, and this we can use in the classroom. Am I right, sir? Swapnil sir, can we use this freely in the classroom?
Absolutely, sir. We
Yeah,
are we are
definitely.
trying very hard
Yeah,
to keep it
yes,
free. Let's
yes, sir.
see. I mean, obviously, development needs money.
Yes, sir.
So at some point, we will have to
Yes, sir.
start charging.
Okay. Sure, sir. Definitely, sir.
Fantastic, sir. Fantastic, sir. You absolutely made
So thank you for
valid
giving me this
point of.
opportunity.
Sure, sure, sure,
Yes, sir.
sure.
Sure. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, sir. It was a wonderful insight, and yeah, absolutely, you made a very valid point of buying when you buy a new mobile phone. If someone takes care of especially the models, not every mobile phone supports that technology which we are which we are discussing here. What I'll do is I'll share a list of all the devices which are supported, and I will post it in our WhatsApp group. We have all the
Yes.
teachers in the WhatsApp group. I'll share it there, as well as we can share it in the chat box here. And so with that, I mean, yeah, absolutely, yeah, it was wonderful listening to all of you. What I'll do is I'll share a couple of videos that Bhageshree ma'am, Kisorka ma'am shared with me this morning, and I will also share a couple of videos. I mean, couple of AR experiences that Aries has, so everyone can get familiar with what augmented reality is all about. Just give me 2 minutes. I'll just start my screen sharing session. Okay, so this is one of the videos.
Meridian School.
This is one of the videos that Pusaka ma'am shared this morning. What I'll do is
Institute, TIFR.
Yes. Just observe it. Then we are going to see the deep structures of the heart also, the inner structures. Yes. See the flaps. You can see the valve also. I have low down the speed of the heart now. Whatever the in and out of the blood, the impure and the pure blood is coming in and going out. The blue one is the, yes, students, the blue one is what?
Deoxygenated blood.
Yes.
Oxygenated
Right.
blood.
Yes, right. Can you see the proper septum which is separating the auricles and the ventricles?
Yes,
It is
ma'am.
clearly visible,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
Behind that, you can observe that there are flaps. What are that flaps? That are the tricuspid and the bicuspid valve. Tricuspid, can you see 3 flaps clearly? Now you will be able to see.
Yes,
See now, there are 3 flaps clearly which are just coming and they're closing and opening properly. So
that's one of the videos, and then I'll quickly share.
yes, we can see the screen. We can see it, ma'am. Yes, can see the animal cell. Observe all the internal parts. See internal organelles. Can you see them properly?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Nucleus, the endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, vacuoles, small are there. Not the bigger one, the smaller vacuoles. The centrioles. See, these are the centrioles, centrosome.
So let me explain here what is happening. So basically, in augmented reality, the word augmented means adding to the reality. Augmented means adding. So what we are doing is, in the physical space of the students or the teachers, the app is projecting this 3D model. So in the mobile phone, whatever I'm seeing on mobile phone is been captured, and this is the screen capture session. This is not the live session, but this is how it looks. It's a 3D structure, so I can walk across it. I can walk around it. I can interact with it. So what I'm doing here is this is a plant cell. I'm peeling the layer one by one. You can clearly see the very intricate structures of inside a plant cell. You can see the Golgi apparatus, the vacuole. These are the chromosomes, the nucleus, the mitochondria. This is the vacuole, the Golgi apparatus. One of the very interesting part that one of our parent from London, he shot this video and sent it across to us. So this is in the backyard. So this is actually our tribute to the Vikram lander from Chandrayaan 2 mission. So what he has done, he has actually placed this Vikram lander in his backyard. It's an AR model. It's a 3D model. It's not real, but seeing from his mobile phone, it feels very real. And he was telling us that his kids are loving it. And so this video is from London. You can see how detailed the model is. Everyone knows Vikram lander, but not many people had that opportunity to actually go and see it in real flesh. So what we have done here is at least give the opportunity to see. You can feel it. You can not feel it, but you can see it. You can interact with it. That's one of the use cases of AR. One of the very interesting thing that we have done very recently is hang on. Excuse me, who's this? Jay Bhagwan? Can you please not do that? Okay. What we are doing is we are merging the virtual and the physical world. So observe this video and see what this child is doing. Okay, let me pause this video and let me explain what is happening. So whatever Yashasvi is seeing on a mobile phone is been projected on the right hand side, and whatever Yashasvi is doing is been ported in the left hand side. So this concept is about converting wind energy into kinetic energy of the boat. So everyone knows that the sailboat runs on wind energy. Okay, so what she is doing, she is actually blowing on the screen of the mobile phone, and the strength of her blow is exactly it is mapped to the length of the distance the boat travels. So now
Yes, I won.
so that's what we are doing is bringing the interactiveness back into education. And let me show you a very final video that we have just made for this webinar. Nobody else has seen this, but this is another example of converting wind energy into electricity. And this is coming pretty soon in areas. In a couple of days now. So we'll be doing experience. If you all see, there is a windmill connected to a bulb. When she blows on it, the windmill rotates. At the same time, the bulb glows. It's a very small video, just a couple of seconds. Let me show it again. So instead of just reading in the textbooks or maybe on the web about how electricity is generated from using wind power, students can actually do it. Students can actually start this app and they can go into the experience. So that's what we have been doing. We have a couple of questions now. Let me go quickly to the question and answer section. Bharti Deshmukh says, interesting, very nice. Bhavani ma'am says, very interesting, sir. Thank you very much, ma'am. The session is being recorded. The link will be emailed. Okay, great, sir.
Swapnil sir.
Yes, sir.
One question was there just before 10 to 15 minutes, that is such type of kind of model is be ready in mathematics or not?
Yes, absolutely.
Is it
This is one of the
possible or
questions that we have been getting quite a lot. Definitely, we are working towards it. We have a couple of teachers who are working with it. And I don't know who has asked this question, but if you want to be in touch with us, please, we have this WhatsApp group. Please contact me. We will take your feedback. We will take your help. We definitely need your help to develop it further. And definitely, I mean, in mathematics, especially geometry, there is a huge scope for augmented reality. Any other questions? Deepak, Thakre sir, do you want me to answer? Okay, about this technology, let me add, Riyaz sir already explained, but please make sure, I mean, there is a limitation of hardware. There are many Android devices which are supported. Our app is supported, but and we have been requesting Google as well to extend the support, and they are looking into it. So hopefully most of the Vivo and the Oppos of India, they will be supported in the near future. But if you are in the phase of buying a mobile phone, please make sure that it is AR code supported. The cheapest phone AR code supports right now is Samsung M21, which is around 12 to 13,000 rupees, and it gives tremendous capabilities. Once you seeing these videos, it's just one thing, but once you get into the AR space, it's just amazing. You should see the students' interaction. They interact with it and they love it. And yes, so that is about the hardware. Are there any more? Yes, download. You can download the app from Android as well as iOS. Kondekar sir is asking.
Yeah, Swapnil, which app Riyaz sir has used for anatomy?
Riyaz sir, you want to answer this?
Sir, please repeat the question, sir.
Hello, for anatomy, which app you have used? Human anatomy.
Yes, sir. Visible Body is there. Visible Body 2021. So that is the latest app available now.
Okay.
Actually, at that time, it is the price reduced to some 250, I think so. So at that time, I bought that one. Actually, when it was introduced, its price was very high, about 2,000, some 2,000, nearly 2,000.
Yeah.
Now it is somewhat cheaper. Yeah.
Visible Body
is Visible Body, sir. Atlas. Visible Body Atlas.
Atlas. Okay.
Okay.
So another is
someone has someone has asked, how can we use AR in school? Please guide us. Definitely, we will guide you. Get in touch with us. We will share our email address and number. Let's get in touch with us, and then we will definitely help you out with that. Tanuja sir says Aries is so much better. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Swapnil, can I have one more question?
Sure, sure.
Yeah. See, of late, I have been teaching food science and nutrition and food technology in University of Mumbai and Saurashtra. So, for showing the experiments of food adulteration or detection of adulteration in food, can we use this technology? So if it is there, that will be more beneficial for my food.
Sure, sir. What we will do is, if we can develop it. Obviously, the areas doesn't have it, but with your help, we can definitely,
Sure.
we can collaborate. We can build it for you as well as Obviously, it's a very interesting topic. Definitely, let's be in touch. You sleep for a couple of hours now. It's too early for you.
I know.
Get in touch again.
No, in fact, I have another meeting.
Oh, is it?
When, since I am here, I have been attending many webinars, also delivering many lectures on webinars.
Very
And
nice.
because for how to enhance your immunity, that is my main topic nowadays. And through naturopathy, yoga, and nutrition.
Fantastic.
And very good response for that. Thanks for this additional information I'm getting through you. And this is my third lecture I'm attending.
Oh, that's great.
Wonderful things. Yeah.
Great, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you all.
Yeah. Pisolkar madam, namaskar.
नमस्कार सर.
खूप वर्षांनी आपण भेटतोय.
खूप वर्षांनी.
हो.
Dr. Kenneth, are you there?
Yeah, he must be there.
I'm there. Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
It's always a pleasure.
To you.
Pleasure for me.
Nandagopal sir.
Thank you.
Many thanks again.
Yeah, my pleasure. I also learned a lot of things today.
Fantastic. Great. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Pisolkar ma'am, and thanks a lot, Riyaz sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you so
And
much.
yes, brain scene is coming definitely.
Oh, sure, sir.
Obviously,
Thank you.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Great.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks a
Thank you.
lot.
Swapnil, Dr. Agarkarana, namaskar, Sam.
Sure. I'll convey. Actually, he's.
Okay. This is Arka.
Oh, very nice, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Very good.
Agarkar sir, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
एक क्वेश्चन होता स्वप्नील सर
Sure.
तुम्ही आमचे केमिकल सायन्सेस